Talofa. Happy Sabbath, everyone. From here in Ngaruahia, I trust, hope, and pray that my family and friends, wherever you may be, across the motu, in the islands, Australia, America, wherever you may be, my family, I say Happy Sabbath. And I've been able to say Happy Sabbath with a happy heart. And I thank God for His love. Simple. And I'm grateful and thankful to God that, I'm here. Another day. And today's a special day, being Sabbath. Day of rest. And rest that could come in many meanings or definition, how we rest. And God wants us to rest, but I think God also doesn't mind people on the Sabbath encouraging others, especially those who don't know about the Sabbath. And it's important to me. Before it was just a Groundhog's Day, waking up, going to Sabbath, sleeping in divine service, going to the shop at lunchtime, having a cigarette, and if I had it on me, some weedo, and it was the wrong kind of definition of rest. But hey, over the years, and there's going to be 60 of those years that I've been on this earth, man, kind of wonder, have I learned anything over that 60-year period? And life's funny like that, eh? And I'm finding, man, that the answers for me in my life right now, as I get into my 60s, is all in the Bible. Here he goes again. But man, I can tell you I'm happy today. I am honestly, what's the word? Awoken. And something that's ignited the desire for me to finally worship and learn about a God who loves me and loves you. Isn't that great? Isn't that great news? Yeah. And as we go through life in our journey, in our pathway to wherever, sometimes we come across a lot of challenges and barriers and pain and anxiety, stress, depression, grief, hatred, jealousy, anger, and somehow I find peace and rest through God, because I believe He's true, and I believe He's real. And you can believe whatever you want to believe as well. No problem. But sometimes, man, we need that encouragement. We need something. And I find that over the years, something's been missing in my life. And it's definitely been my relationship with God. I've known Jesus all my life. Well, I thought I knew Him, but now I'm starting to know Him. Beautiful, eh? I know. And I want Him to lead, That's the word today. Leader. As I study Sabbath school lesson, as we're going to the end of the third quarter, coming into the fourth quarter, reading about, how Moses and Aaron and the chapter of Exodus has, opened up a whole wealth of knowledge about the whenua, or the land. This land is mine. God gave this land to me. And I think about the slaves. Think about Moses and Aaron and their leadership. Think about Aaron, man, how he failed badly. But then I can kind of relate to how Aaron felt, where, the Israelites were like, hey man, where's Mo? Where did Mo go? Mo did a no-show for 40 days. And so, Aaron was left down there and the people were going, dude, let's do something. So he would have been a lot of pressure. And that's like me, I feel, with my experience with Christianity. There's a lot of people looking at me going, look at this guy. I can feel how Moses felt. I can feel how, Aaron felt. I can feel how people were coming up to him saying, what should we do? And, Aaron failed in his leadership. He failed to lead. And did what the people want, Give us your bling, man. So let's make something, man. And they made a moo gold calf. And, they started to worship him. And God was like, Mo, you better go. And, God was going to wipe them out, man. Can you imagine that? That kind of power, and you think to yourself, I can see people going, well, that's not a God of love, just wipes everyone out. But something that I'm trying to learn and understand, is that, Moses, like Jesus, he said to God, because God was going to wipe them out, said, man, do these people not know? And, do not worship any other idols. I am the only God, the true God, and there they are, with this calf of gold, made with everyone's bling, and, Aaron was the instigator, and, God was going to take Aaron out too, but Moses said, sacrifice like Jesus, said, take my name out of the book, out of the books, man, he, was going to sacrifice his life, not only for his brother, which he saved, if it wasn't for Moses, man, Aaron would be gone skis. And it turns out Aaron, became a priest and did well after that. But it's funny how life is, we've got to have leaders that are true to God, and I think Moses was a true leader of that. So funny how God said, I'm going to wipe them out. Moses says, nah, man, don't do it, man. Please, I beg you, take my name out of the books. Whatever, please, God, but have mercy on the Israelites. So he did. And then what happens? Moses goes down and says to a few of the boys, yeah, I'm not happy. Smash, there goes the 10 commandments into 5.5 commandments, and then says to the boys, go out and kill your brothers and sisters. 3,000 people died that day. And I think about how precious life is when I am thankful and grateful to God for one day, and how my life to me is important. And yet 3,000 people went like that because of Moses. Moses gave the instruction, yet he said to God in the mountains, save us, spare me for them. Lots of learnings and teachings in that, and blessings, leaders, man, we've got to have the right leaders. I don't know about our leaders in today's society, old Luxon and David C. No Evil, See More Evil, and Winston Churchill. Wow, who am I though? Starts with us. We need to lead like the dogs. We're like Corey. Hey Corey, come here. Sometimes this guy is very, very. See how he listens? That's like us. Corey, come here. Sometimes you have to search authority and you have to lead. See this thing here? If it wasn't for this thing, this guy will go astray. It's just like us, we'll go astray if we don't, aren't led properly. And I think God's our leader, and we need to, follow him. Follow him. There's a saying, leaders, good leaders, go by a set of rules. Great leaders know when to break the rules. Oh, stop it! So, yeah. I mean, sometimes I figure I try and find out, what a leader is, and sometimes our leaders, even in our own church, are just like us. They're trying to find their way as well. So we all need encouragement, don't we? I wish you all the happiness and the joy wherever you are, my family and friends, and just want to share, man, that there's purpose in life through God who loves and cares for us. All right, man. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. Love yous all. Keep walking, man. See, you're nice and slim. Oh, and trim. But don't forget, follow him.